All right, it is First Cup of First News, and each week we go live from a different location across the Architect. Southern Air Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Electrical is where we are this morning, 9700 St. Vincent Avenue in Shreveport. We're being joined at this time by Tim Pruitt. Tim, thanks for joining us this morning, sir.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate you being here, of course. HVAC Comfort Advisors, what Tim is, and we're going to talk about how weather impacts the HVAC systems, and especially this time of the year when we're going from really hot weather to what's seeming to be a cool down with maybe some showers in the forecast.
Yeah, and you know how Louisiana weather is. It's hard to determine what's going to be one day or the next day. You know?
They say that every now and then.
Yeah, they say if you don't like it, just wait an hour.
Just wait an hour, maybe even less.
Yeah, but with AC, it's just kind of like if you have a big dump truck, you know, like if you have a lot of heat in the house, it's like it has to get a lot of that sand, a lot of that heat out of the house and take it outside and dump it outside. So the more heat you have, the more humidity it is, the more of that sand, the more of that heat you have to take out. And with Louisiana, we have bad humidity too. So a lot of times that sand gets soaked because you have to remove heat and humidity at the same time. So a lot of times it takes a lot longer, puts more wear and tear on your system, you know, the more heat and humidity you have.
Okay, and so why should homeowners be aware of that in the first place?
Yeah, the more humidity and the more wear and tear that you get on the system, you know, the more likelihood it is to fail. The higher utility bills you have, the more heat and humidity you have to remove out of the house, and the more that system has to run, the more wear on that system long term.
All right, Tim Pruitt, HVAC Comfort Advisor over here at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. St. Vincent Avenue in Shreveport is where we are for First Cup. All right, Southern Air Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Electrical, 9700 St. Vincent Avenue. Tim Pruitt joins us again, talking a little bit more, and we're talking about what steps a homeowner can take this morning to improve their AC efficiency, because after you've had that AC for a while, that HVAC unit, every now and then there might be a few little hiccups, and the efficiency may not be as it was. So how can we get it going again just in time for these changing seasons, Tim?
Yeah, for sure. One of the biggest things with AC is making sure that the system stays maintained,
yeah,
and upkept. So changing your filters, just doing things that need to be done on a monthly or bi-monthly basis, and then also making sure that the AC is maintained at least twice a year, once for the heating and once for the cooling. Just having a technician or professional come out, look at it, make sure everything's clean, making sure everything's working properly. That way, if there's some small issue, you can go ahead and fix that before it becomes a major one.
Yeah, and that's another thing. So your homeowner, you're kind of checking things out. How do you know if you need to replace or just if it just needs to be repaired in the first place, your HVAC system?
Yeah, and so every house, every situation is different. There's some rule of thumbs, and so a lot of times if a system gets over 10 years old, a lot of times it'll start showing signs of wear, like the utility bills will get higher.
Yeah.
There might be some noise, there might be some small repair parts every now and then. So one small repair is not the huge deal, but whenever it becomes a cascade of failures, you know it's probably time to look at replacing that system.
Yeah, kind of like the old vehicle. When it starts to show signs and starts to bog down on you, it's like vehicles know when you're about to replace them because they start to fall apart. So you got to look for those signs and everything these days and make sure it doesn't need to be repaired or replaced. All right, Southern Air Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical, 9700 St. Vincent Avenue here in Shreveport. Tim Pruitt joined us, HVAC Comfort Advisor. And we'll have more from Tim and much more on your forecast coming up. It is First Cup with First News, and each week we go live from a different location. Southern Air Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Electrical is where we are here in Shreveport, St. Vincent Avenue, by the way. And we're being joined right now by the HVAC lead installer, Mike Van Vikoven. And Mike, thank you for being with us this morning.
Yes, sir.
You got to wait a little bit longer. All the guys let them get here a little earlier and stretch and have your breakfast and coffee and then show up for the interview. That's the thing to do, to sleep in a little bit and enjoy that weather a little bit more out there because it is fantastic, let me tell you. All right, so Mike, we're going to talk about a couple of things here. And first of all, speaking of the rain that we have, I understand that the heavy rains that we've had here lately, from time to time anyway, can impact water quality. Tell me how that works. What's the connection to your HVAC and the heavy rains? Because I never really thought of that before. Water filtration, that is.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that.
Well, heavy rains, sometimes that's what kind of when it rains really heavy, that's how we get contaminants in the water. We also get contaminants in the water through agriculture, industry, farming, heavy metal, stuff like that, and you get bacteria and viruses can get in there through just old pipes. That's just how it happens.
And how can Southern Air help with that?
Well, our plumbing department, we can do a whole home water filtration system.
Very nice. Very
And
nice.
what that can do is it's like putting a big filter right in the middle of the front yard. So that way all the water that comes into the house,
Yeah.
it's all filtered properly. So every tap, every single appliance you have, it's got good, clean filter water. And a lot of people don't think about, well, why does my dishwasher need clean water? Well, hard water can cause the appliances to fail early.
Yeah, you can get that buildup in there.
Correct,
And all
yeah.
that, and that can be a little bit on the messy side too. All right, we appreciate it, Mike. Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
for joining us
Yes, sir.
this
Thank
morning.
you.
And of course, we are going to have much more coming up from Southern Air Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical here in just a little bit. Southern Air Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical, 9700 St. Vincent Avenue here in Shreveport. It is First Cup with First News. And I am being joined again by Tim Pruitt. And this morning, we're talking about HVAC, we're talking water filtration and such. And right now, I've got a question for you. We've heard that there's an exciting promotional giveaway, and it's going on right now. What can you tell us about that? That sounds pretty huge. I mean, if it's a promotional giveaway, Tim,
Yeah.
well, I mean, what can it be?
We're really excited about this one. This one's for 2 pair of LSU Louisiana Tech tickets and stuff, and so we'll be giving away 2 pair of tickets. And to join, you can call us and set up a tune-up or set up something, and we'll go ahead and automatically enter that in for you.
Okay.
Or you can go to our website, southernairnow.com, and enter no purchase necessary. And definitely join us on our socials, Facebook and Instagram, and we can definitely keep you updated on some promotions and different things we have going on all the time.
Excellent. Okay, so you heard it here first. Southern Air Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Electrical, they have a big promotional giveaway going on, and we're going to tell you about it again coming up a little bit later in the show. All right, Tim Pruitt joins us one more time talking HVAC this morning, and also talking a huge topic, which is you've got a little promotional giveaway going on. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. We have 2 LSU tickets that we're giving away.
There
for
we
the
go.
Louisiana Tech LSU game.
How do
coming
we
up this
sign
year.
up for that?
Yeah, you can either do it on southernairnow.com, or you can set up a tune-up or service call, and you're automatically entered in.
Excellent. So you heard it here first. So Nate, that's all you need to do. I know you are wanting those tickets. I know there's a lot of folks out there that would like to have a couple of tickets to the big game.